Welcome to Winning Women's Wednesday. We're back.
We are back. Finally. I feel like it's been a minute. I feel like it's been forever.
I've been traveling and stupid stuff. And then we had Thanksgiving and all the things.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was great. We actually ate leftovers for an entire week. We actually made a second turkey.
We didn't make a second turkey, but we did make a second like macaroni and cheese casserole thing that I make. Yeah. And we ate that. And that was great. So yeah, I actually ordered groceries today and was like, oh, I haven't done this in a while.
I know. So it was good. And my husband's obsessed with green bean casserole. And I know like that's like one of those things where people are like, I can take it or leave it. But I make it from scratch. Nice. So it's not like with cream and mushrooms. Yeah, but I make those from scratch too with shallots.
Nice.
And then my own bechamel, and it's the nice green. It's It's not the canned green beans. So it's like.
I mean, I like green beans, but I don't like all the mushy stuff.
It's not mushy. Okay. There's actually still a snap to it.
I like that.
And it's whole mushrooms, and I mean it's yummy.
Nice. And who are you?
I'm Ashley Gentry. We're getting formal?
We haven't introduced ourselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Got it. There's been a lot going on, man. Ashley Gentry with my esteemed co-host, Michelle Ozimi.
Hello. Excited to be here.
Yeah.
I missed you.
I have. I've missed you too. I mean, we've gotten to see each other like in passing and doing stuff, but this is just that busy season.
It is.
Which is awful. So you sit there and you go, this is when you have to gear up for 2025 or else you're going to miss out on first quarter. But then we're going to light the stick of dynamite, shove it up your rear, and make you do 42 things in the month of December.
Yes. And do all of the parties and the food and the happy hours and
Can I say something maybe controversial?
Ooh.
Stop inviting me to parties. I don't want to go anymore.
This week wore me out.
I'm so tired.
I do like your headband, though.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get in the Christmas spirit because I also feel like I missed a week because Thanksgiving was so late.
I hate it when it's late like that.
Because now I'm so off. Like even my decorations in my house, I usually do it, like the week after Thanksgiving I work on because my child is nuts and it makes me do a different color tree in like every room of the house.
I love that. But yeah, we lost a week.
We lost this daggum week.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to... It's festive.
It's very festive. It's very anthropology. I like it.
I know it's muted. My daughter would say, you're such a beige mom. Because I don't like...
A beige mom. Okay.
Have you not heard that?
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, beige mom is basically somebody who wants like everything monochromatic, like has all the trendy stuff. Like, I have a beige Stanley. I mean, she got me a beige Stanley because I'm a beige mom.
Okay.
And so that's...
Mine called me an almond mom a couple years ago.
That's what that is.
Which wasn't very nice, I don't think. I don't make my kids just eat almonds, but it's fine.
But I think that's the same...
Is it? Okay.
It's the same thing.
Okay. It was a Gigi Hadid thing, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Okay. I'm going to look it up. So
I'm trying because even putting up the pink tree in my office because she used to office in there too. Now Reese does.
Your daughter?
Yeah, she had a little office in there. But now she was like, "Can you still put the pink tree up in your office?" I'm like, "Yes, that's fine." So we start putting up all the things, and she's like lining them up in a row, and I'm like, "Yo, bro," And so then we got into a little tiff and. That didn't work. And so I promised to be nicer. So you know what I did? I texted my mom last night and I said, my house is a mess. There's crap everywhere. I need you to come over and save me. So after this, she's coming over to
save you,
to help me organize my life.
I hope she has better luck with that than I do.
Oh, she's been trying for 39 years.
Yeah, I was going to say
oh no. But once you start to realize that some people aren't going to get things done until they have like a cohort, then it's just a part of it. Even if I have to straighten up my closet, I make my husband sit there. Look it up.
Sorry, Reese.
Well, I take all my news and my therapy from TikTok because it's short clips. And there's a doctor on there that does ADD insights and stuff. And then you do actually realize that that's part of it. They don't necessarily need you to physically help. But if somebody's not there, I'm probably going to be sitting on the floor finding things that I lost. I get distracted. I'll have a mask on. I'll have a headband, 42 different shirts that I thought I lost.
Okay.
So.
Wow. Interesting.
Am I stressing you out a little?
You are.
Oh, man. This is why this works, though.
It does. It's beautiful.
Look at your Remarkable.
I do. I have my Remarkable, and I have some questions and things. I'm very, very excited. But let's talk about the gala.
Okay.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
You can go back on Facebook and look at all the pictures. It was so fun to see everybody so dressed up. Oh, my gosh. We were all so
finalist
pretty.
of Salesperson of the Year.
Yes.
That was wonderful. And then, of course, Mr. Rick Davis, who this is his beautiful studio.
Yes.
Won Affiliate of the Year.
He did.
So that was amazing.
So proud of him. So proud of everyone. Oh my gosh, proud of you. Your speech was short and we appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
And it was lovely. You did a great job. It was absolutely perfect. So, and you looked stunning.
I thank you. I know this will be a shocker to you, but I wrote it that afternoon.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, but you delivered it beautifully.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, it was great. It was a great event. Way to go, Metrotex ladies. They did a great job.
Oh my gosh, the staff just did a bang up job. I mean, it's like a wedding with everything. And I think that's why I'm over events because obviously being president and leadership team and stuff, we've been talking about it for about 6 months now.
Yeah.
So I was ready for it to be over.
I'm in the middle of planning my Women's Council of Realtors Dallas installation. Now, it will not be as extensive as that.
Yes.
But yes, no, I understand.
Is that at our building?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
Yes, it is.
That's easy enough.
Yes, I'll tell you.
I'll be there.
Excellent. So super excited about it. I'm excited to grow the membership in 2025. That's what I'm looking forward to.
That's going to be absolutely amazing. You guys have such an amazing culture, WCR and rich in history. And talking about all the leaders that are now leaders of different organizations, I mean, they came up through WCR, most of them. I mean, I did it.
Yeah.
I'm not a joiner.
That's true. It's true. But you were an incredible president.
Thank you.
You were just what we needed.
I still have 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, stop. So put me out to pasture. Seriously, I got so many flowers this week. And I told Reese, I said, did I die? I feel like my kitchen table just had flowers all over it. I'm like, what am I doing? It's awful. I mean, they're beautiful.
How do you feel? It's
well, like I said in my speech, Johnny is extraordinarily passionate, and we are aligned and wanting to see the strategic mission. The board is amazing, and so it's not just me driving these initiatives. So we're in phenomenal hands, and Justin as the CEO is going to help. And I think what we've done, honestly, because if you listen to a lot of national podcasters right now in the real estate space, they are talking about local associations being the ones that actually can put their finger on the change, the pulse of the change for the nation, because we're seeing
real estate is changing.
It is changing. And it's just like politics, right? Everybody sits there and says, it's like everybody's going to vote in the national elections, but nobody votes in the local ones, which is actually what impacts your day-to-day life.
That's where the change happens.
That's where the change happens. And we're talking about the same thing. We're talking about all these national things, these macro things, but you got to get involved in the daily stuff at the local level. So I think people have just poo-pooed it for so long, and I knew that being the 5th largest association in the country, we're bigger than the majority of the state associations, that we really had the platform and the ability. I mean, the brokers and the influencers that we have in DFW,
huge,
that we can make a difference. And so we really started doing that this year. And that's where I'm excited with Justin Landon as the CEO. We've got Johnny Mowat as your president next year. I will still be on the executive team as immediate past president.
Absolutely.
So I just want to continue to see us be truly the indispensable resource to the real estate community, to the consumer, to the broker, and see what we can do to really elevate the industry standard to kick butt and take names and show people that we do care about moving the needle in property rights and home ownership and doing that, and property management and leasing and removing those predatory behaviors. Like the majority of us are good. We've just let a lot of bad actors take control of our industry.
Well, and that's the other piece. Not only are we going to move the needle forward in that respect, but also as the professionalism within our industry.
Yes.
Like we have a great opportunity to showcase what a realtor really is and what type of impact it can make on the community.
Well, but we got to take that back, right? The ownership's on us. We allowed these things to happen for so long because we were so entrenched in our own physical production and our own businesses and all of that other stuff. And then you wake up one day and you realize, oh, the DOJ's after us, class action settlements, all of these things, because we kind of fell asleep at the wheel. Yeah. And what we do know is that real estate truly makes the world go round. It is the largest economic driver pretty much in the world.
Absolutely.
And so with that is a lot of responsibility, and we've got to take that responsibility back.
Agreed. And I think the nice thing is 2025 is projected to be not only a better year across the country, but DFW is poised to be the hottest market in the country.
So we got to get our crap together.
Get your crap together. Have a plan.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan? She's going to have a plan, y'all.
She has a plan for me.
I have a plan for her.
Yeah.
But now is not the time to sleep on the planning. Like this is when you get your ducks in a row.
Yep.
Go to the parties, go to your cocktail hours, have some fun, but get your stuff together.
You have to, because there's a level of anxiety that also goes on with this season, and it robs you of joy. And this really, I mean, it's not like, oh, be your best self on January 1, but you're leading up to that first quarter, and it is so pivotal. And I think we get entrenched in the melee of the commercialism and the matching pajamas and the 42 trees. I know, I love the matching pajamas. And you know what? I always say every year, I'm going to get them early because they never have all the sizes and everything else.
And here we are.
And then here we are, and I wait last minute, and I'm not going to find the pajamas that I want. And that's
Which
fine.
ones do you want?
I don't know.
Because I'm kind of annoyed. My oldest daughter, she's into the skier thing. Have you seen all the skiers?
Yeah.
And those are cute, but I don't
like
want
the
those.
après ski things.
Which is fine.
And that's what bougie people do.
I guess. I mean, we've skied, and the Ozimi Simonton family, we're not good skiers. We're not.
Dude, I'm great at pickleball, or at least I fancy myself great at pickleball. But that whole coordination of, like, remember we have to like try to rub your tummy and pat your head at the same time? Like, I think that's what skiing is, and that's just not for me.
Our person that helps you, like, you take the ski class, she walked off the job.
Oh. I see. I'm not sure. I'm just not going to do it. So, I mean, I try to water ski too, and I can't get my butt out of the water.
That
so,
I definitely can't do.
Yeah, no. So I'm out of that. But I think if, to your point, the planning. Yeah. I think the blocking and the planning,
the whole holiday season, and expect to hit the ground running and be successful in the first quarter.
But you do have to look at a month in advance, what that is going to look like with your commitments, whether they're family or business or your association stuff that we're doing and all that other stuff. Manage your time. But you got to manage your time and put just some days in there where you sit there and go, I'm going to block off 4 hours. Yeah. Because I really do. And everybody's goal planning is different. You have this beautiful, remarkable. I do too. I have not taken mine out of the case.
Someday, y'all. Someday. Maybe before New Year's.
Yes. So, but that's great. You've learned how to use it. You've adapted.
Sort of. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And now you're just going to tell me how to do it, because that's how I learn.
I do love it.
Yeah. So
Rick is laughing in the background.
I love it.
We love him.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited. So I think that's what it is. It's like your level of planning looks very different from my level of planning. But I do have goals and objectives and things that I want to accomplish in 2025. And now's the time to put it, why?
In place.
Because the majority of people aren't going to, and winners win out when everybody else is asleep at the wheel.
Absolutely. It's not overnight success. It's doing the steps day by day.
Rick always talks about that, right?
Yes.
It's just showing up and doing the things.
If you show up and you don't quit.
Yeah. You win. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's true.
That's my entire life.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that.
And it annoys the crap out of my mother, because she would probably like me to be more tactical at times, but it's just like, well, here I am.
She didn't tell you you had scoliosis, so that's...
Thank you.
That was rude.
We were talking about that earlier because I got to see Jason Otts with the Awesome team. He's going to be doing some filming up at Rick's studio, and I haven't seen him. And we did leadership together. It was so amazing. And I quite literally...
What is leadership? For people who don't know.
Yeah, so it's the Texas Realtors Leadership Program, and most local associations are the ones that pilot that. And so Metrotex has an amazing, I think we've done now 32 classes because my husband did it this year. And I was heavyweight 28, which is absolutely amazing.
The little slogans.
Yeah,
super cute.
aren't they super fun? But honestly, it's a leadership program where you learn about how the association works, the political landscape of real estate, all of these other things, and you go through with about 25 other people. And it's, I think, about an 8-month program where you meet once a month, and it's an all-day thing. But it's really amazing. And people will sit there and say, well, I don't think I'm going to learn anything. I've been in this business for 20 years or doing whatever. I did this in 2018, and it was the most transformative thing that I'd done for myself personally.
Awesome.
And I credit it to the relationships, but I also credit it to allowing me to get introspective and learn more about myself and how I tick in my business.
Yeah.
Because I was Ashley the mom, Ashley the wife, Ashley the realtor, but who was Ashley the human being, and how do I get motivated? What does that look like? And so that program really kind of forces you out of your comfort zone. You meet some of your best friends that you're going to have for life. And I do. I mean, you had Christine Burke on stage at the gala.
Yes.
She won Realtor of the Year last year. She was in my class.
She's precious. So
she
sweet.
is absolutely amazing. Sean Hooper won Salesperson of the Year this year.
Oh my gosh, he was so sweet. He was so sweet.
He was in my class.
Awesome.
Travis Lee won Community Service Award.
He cried.
He was in my class.
Yes. He was great.
And those are my people.
Yes. So you met your people, but you probably also learned some skills that helped you in your business.
I did. It was absolutely amazing. And I voluntold my husband to do it this year.
Yeah.
And you know what's really funny is like, I can't believe you're making me do this. And when he came back from the ropes course and the team building day, which is I think like the first full day, he was so angry. He was like, I've got so much work to do, and I've got to leave the house at 7:00 in the morning, and I don't know any of these people and everything else. And he came home and he would not shut up.
I love it.
He was so excited. And I think that's the whole point, is that sometimes we sit there and we're so encapsulated in the day-to-day grind of what we have to do and the have-tos that made him pilot down all of that and just be in the moment and be about his team and himself and all of these things. And there's so much enrichment to that. So if anybody wants to learn more about the leadership program, please reach out to me, because I think it's transformed my business. It's transformed my life. I've made friends for a lifetime. And you know what? My husband has made 2 like best friends for life.
That's awesome.
That.
And that's what I wanted to emphasize, is so many times we aren't encouraged to be a part of committees and leadership and the government affairs side of the business. And it really will not only grow your business, but it also will grow you relationally. And that's huge.
Listen, it's one of those things. I mean, I've gotten deals because the listing agent on the other side was a TRLP alum, during the height of COVID. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like sitting there, I was heavyweight 28, you were class 16. And because you go through that, it is a special alumni thing where you go, oh, I know you're a good realtor then. Like, I know you invest in your business and invest in your clients, and I want to work with you because people that go through that program, it is transformative. And so, that's amazing. It's gotten me into rooms with different people that I wouldn't naturally be in. I'm president of the organization. I would not have been president of Metrotex. And some of you might sit there and say, well, I don't want to be president of Metrotex.
And that's okay. There's a different path for everyone.
There is a different path. But, as you heard in my speech, and I got teary-eyed.
You did.
It's honestly, it has been. It's an honor of my professional career in my lifetime. And to do that, and it's going to be the thing that propels me into this next phase of my life.
Yes.
So I think that's the thing. You're doing WCR, which is Women's Council.
Yes.
And
so excited.
What will your position be next year?
President.
She's going to be president of Women's Council.
Yeah.
I know.
And our kind of whole theme is Stronger Together.
I love it.
Because we talk about building relationships with our clients.
Yep.
Like every realtor, that's their thing. I want to build relationships. But we don't talk about building relationships within our own community. And and I feel like that's the piece that's missing right now.
Well, especially, I was the last in-person class for TRLP before COVID hit.
Oh, yeah.
And, a lot of people were isolated. And then we had the crazy market and everything else. But independent broker,
yeah,
right?
It's lonely.
And so it is lonely, but these are my people. Like, I can pick up the phone and call them, and they understand what we're going through and get advice and, share war wounds and all of these other things. They really keep me sane.
Yeah.
Also. And so I think there's a mental health aspect, to
sure.
Find your people, find your community, because you and I have talked a couple different times over the last few months, and we're like, I'm like, dude, I'm tired. And you're like, I'm tired too. But you know what? Together we can sit there and try to motivate each other and keep going. And
enjoy it in the process.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that's something that people definitely should look into, because that's a good thing to think about. I don't know what I need to do for my business in 2025. Okay, guess what? Then invest in something else. Find a group, and maybe that will inspire you to figure out what that next trajectory or path is. Because it's okay to also say, I'm a little lost in my career. Yeah. Because trust me, I feel that all the time.
We all feel that way.
Yeah. So,
but it's having the accountability and support to keep you going in the right direction and giving you some direction.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing is, it doesn't all look the same for planning into 2025. But if you're a little bit lost, then find a group, find your people. And that is the one thing I will say is that this can be a very welcoming community. I know sometimes we can feel a little exclusive or mean girly and things like that sometimes, but find your people. Find your people.
Yeah.
And they're out there.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
What are you most excited? You keep looking like apprehensively.
Well, I'm like,
list.
what's on this notes
what's
over
on the
here?
List?
Yeah.
What are you most excited about for 2025? Business or personal?
Maybe turning 40.
Wow.
I know.
You're such a youngster.
But I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited about 40. So it's a new decade.
Yeah.
And I really want to take some personal accountability with different stuff, with health and all of those things. And I do a good job of, being active. I play pickleball like 72 times a week.
Y'all, it's ridiculous.
It is, but that's my sanity. But really understanding that I have just scratched the surface of what I'm doing with my life. And that's both terrifying and exciting at the same time.
Do you know what you're doing with your life?
I don't.
Okay,
but that's okay.
Say, no, that is okay.
Yeah,
I was going to be a little concerned if you did.
No, so I don't know. I know that I'm open to other things, and I think really focusing on diversification in my business is going to be huge.
Love that.
So and it's exciting. So those are. I know they're not fine tuned.
That's okay.
But that's kind of my goal is maybe a couple different verticals within my business, some different revenue streams, and continuing on with that.
I love that.
What about you?
Gosh, I am excited about so many things. My daughter graduates, so I'm really excited to see where she ends up in college.
Where do you think she's going to end up?
Gosh, I have no idea. Like she's my really smart one. So we've applied everywhere. Like there's the spreadsheets and all the things. So we've had we've had a few come in. So I'm excited about that. Like it's just a fun process.
Yeah,
because she's so much like me. So personally, that's what I'm excited about.
Okay.
Professionally, I am super excited about the direction my coaching is taking.
Good.
Like I've kind of found my sweet spot.
Yep.
And I love it. So it's been so much fun. I've been doing some planning with some different title companies and sitting down and it's very energizing.
No, it's the same thing. I mean, we do this, I've got another podcast with the association and that's been amazing. Speaking gigs that I've been roped into. Of course, we're doing another women's summit, which is going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm going and speaking in Florida to the Miami Realtors
Love
the end of February. It's my birthday week.
Oh, how fun.
So that's really cool. But kind of like when you talked about with my speech. I love empowering and inspiring people because it's amazing when good people find that energy and find that next step, what they can do in this world.
When you see them get their rhythm or it clicks.
The light bulb goes off.
And that is such a reward.
So this is what we're going to do. Like I'm teeing them up and you're going to knock them out of the park, because getting people
not
excited.
With the pickleball,
no, not with the pickleball.
Yeah.
But getting people inspired and get that energy back. And then finding somebody like you, Michelle, because everybody needs a coach. Every successful person in this world has somebody that's holding them accountable and helping them. And that doesn't have to look like the same thing.
Right.
But we all need mentorship and accountability. And I think that's huge. And so I would definitely say everybody needs to figure that out. And I'm excited because hopefully that means I'm going to have that with maybe an assistant this year. That's, I think we're getting closer, Michelle.
We're getting close.
I think we're getting close.
We're getting close. And that might be the thing I'm most excited about.
I know.
And maybe we'll take the third N off of our logo.
No, I love it. Winning. Yes.
Just got to figure out what the extra N means.
Yeah.
There's something.
I don't know.
Rick loves alliteration. So
yeah, so we can
we're
figure
put
it
that
out
on him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes.
What was the best part of 2024?
I'm not going to get sappy, but I'm really excited that you and I became friends.
Me too.
I
think it was the best part of 2024.
Yay. And Mr.
Rick.
Davis.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Yeah.
No, so it is. I mean, because
I definitely feel like God has put all of us in a space for a reason.
I
so
agree.
that'll be my sappy. But yeah. And it's good.
It is good.
Yeah.
And there's so much more. And I'm glad. That's the other thing before we have to go, because I do have to go home and now organize my life. I time block for that today. Poop.
Yeah. She's actually decorating.
Yeah, it's doing
Christmas.
stuff. Yeah,
Christmas. But it's important.
It is important. It's all the things.
We lost a week. We lost a week.
We did lose a week. But I think people get hung up too because I think they think your village or your tribe is going to look the same year over year, and it doesn't.
And that's okay.
And that's okay, because I do believe that as you change, your goals and objectives, sometimes the people that are attracted or naturally hovering around, if they're not in alignment, then it's okay to
people come into your life and go out of your life for a reason and a season. And that doesn't have to be negative.
Yeah.
It can just be that you've moved on to the next thing and they've moved on to the next thing.
And that's important. I mean, just to have friends, it's fine. I'm not designed that way. Like I have to share. Yeah, I got to have some sort of life alignment, so whether it's professional or personal.
For high achievers.
Yes.
Because we do have limited time.
We do.
And so we don't have time to waste on, I don't want to say on people, but on relationships.
I love relationships.
On relationships that don't move us forward.
Correct. So, that's what I would say is, look, we're going into 2025 and you and Rick are such an integral part of what I do and everything else. And just last year, we didn't know each other.
We didn't know each other.
I mean, kind of in circles or whatever, but no, there was no relationship there. And so that's also what I want to impart, like, invest in yourselves, find a community. Your
and
circle
don't be
will
afraid
change.
to make the change.
Yeah, don't be afraid to make the change.
Yeah,
that's
because
really
that will
okay.
keep you stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you got? You got to decorate. So
I got to decorate. So I'm excited. I'm bringing cheer to my life today.
Love the bottle trees.
Yes.
I think it's adorable.
Yes. So
did you pick that out or did your daughter?
I did.
I'm so impressed.
Thank
I'm
you.
very proud of you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Good job.
It was Home Goods
Nice.
or TJ Maxx, one or the other. They're the same, right?
Fabulous.
Yeah. So no, it's wonderful. But
take us home. Take us out.
Well, I don't know. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to see everyone before Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will, but I hope everybody just slows down for a minute and
enjoy the season. We're not saying don't enjoy the season.
Yeah, enjoy the season. Be in the moment.
Yes.
Create some intentional memories.
Exactly.
And but be thinking about investing in your business for 2025.
100%, because it's going to be a great year.
It is going to be a great year.
All right.
High five.
High five.
Bye, friend.
Bye.
We'll see you later.